Well, you're here now. Welcome to episode 10 of Neil's Shed. Eagerly anticipated. You've been crying out for more, telling me when you're going to do the next episode. We're at episode 10. I never thought we'd make it this far, so that's a bit of a bonus for you, maybe, or not. Coming up on today's episode, we've got the results of whether I should restore the vintage toolbox or the big massive plane and turn that into a sign for Neil's Shed. So we've got the results of that poll coming up. Also, I did another poll this month on my new group. By the way, thanks very much to everyone for joining my new Facebook group, because it was a bit daft when I initially started my Neil's Shed Facebook page. I started it off as a business, so unless I pay Facebook to promote it, nobody sees me post. So I've started up a group, so we're nearly on par. So I think when the group gets on par with Neil's Shed, I'll either keep it running or delete it, I don't know yet. Also, the other poll we had was, shall I keep doing celebrity sheds? And it was an overwhelming 22 to 2 for that one, to keep doing celebrity sheds. So there's more celebrity sheds coming up today. Got some cracks for you there. Been ringing all my contacts in the business, because you know, YouTuber now and all that, so phone people up and get them. So I've got 3 of them coming up today, so that's something for you to look forward to shortly. I've had a bit of an appeal this month, actually, to use the platform for some good. It's a message from Bobby and Chris, and they, years and years ago, they've never found the owner of this photo of a dog. It's a photo of a lost photo of a dog, and they've never been able to find the owner. So if anyone knows anyone who's lost a photo of the dog, do get in touch with Neil's Shed in the comments on YouTube or on the Facebook group, or the Facebook page, and let us know if you know anyone who's lost a photo of a dog. By the way, the t-shirt today says "Barshed in progress," which basically means we're making beetroot soup. That's all beetroot stuff. So I've decided to read out some comments from my YouTube channel, from Neil Shed YouTube video 9, and some of the comments here. Steve asked how to limit short and unwanted gusts of air coming through cracks in your shed. Well, coming off experience, and if you've watched video 9, if you want to stop that, I'd suggest stopping your brothers coming into your shed. Also, Jeff said this wins the internet, so that's good. So if you haven't seen video 9 yet, just go back and have a look at that one and give that one a watch. Is Toby the dog just walked past there? We will, mate, Toby. Tom said he's a massive, huge fan, great work, and well and truly Joe Shed. See what I did there? It's well and truly Joshed. I know it is. That's Joe Shed. Said farty arties. I did get a bit lewd and a bit rude, a bit, as my mum would say, a bit schoolboy lavatorial humour on my last video. So if you were offended by that, I'm not going to apologise, because it's probably going to happen again next time somebody else comes in the shed. So that was that. You might be wondering what this is. Juliet made it in school. It's leaves with initials on. See, then it says Juliet. So she gave that to me. It was the first time she used a hammer. She used it in school. So that was off Juliet. Another thing, by the way, I haven't got a soapbox, but if I had a soapbox, I'm going to get it right. Cuprinol. I was looking at sheds on the internet the other day, the way you do. Cuprinol have a annual competition called Shed of the Year. Now, there is different categories, and I had a look at some of the sheds there, and I didn't see any tools in there. Cuprinol, what are you classing as a shed? Some of them, this one, and they're on the internet, so I'm assuming I'm allowed to use them. Some of them, including this one. I mean, is that someone's living room? Is that a shed? Is that even a shed? And then you've got the bar ones. Are they a shed? No, it's a garden bar. It's a pub in your garden. So I'm a bit disappointed with Cuprinol there. How can you class something as a shed when it hasn't even got a screwdriver in it? They do have a workshop category, but some of the categories are from painters, and that's fair enough. Yeah, it's a workshop category, but a shed's a shed in my eyes. And so I'm going to be entering it next year. So if we get loads of followers next year, and then we'll stick it to Cuprinol and say this is your shed. They're not sheds. I hope you can agree with me on that one. Cuprinol. So just check the results of the poll before starting the video, and the poll on the Facebook group, Neil Shed, came back at 10 to 6 to do the plane. So I'm going to take the plane. I'm going to try and do it today. It's 4:15 on a Sunday, so I'm going to have a crack at it and see what I can do. Now, the idea is to make it into a sign to go above my shed. So we're going to have a crack at doing that. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We'll have a little talk about that in a minute. I haven't forgotten about the toolbox. My phone that I do all my filming on is sitting on top of the toolbox. So I am going to restore that. I haven't forgotten about it. It will come up in a future episode of the Flying Me Shed now. Coming up now, we've got celebrity sheds. As I said before, I've had to pull a lot of strings here in the business and ring a lot of people up to get these celebrities. So I hope you enjoy this episode of Celebrity Sheds.
Alright, Neil. Bit middling here. I've got a bit of flatulence at the minute, but I'll take a minute just to show you around my shed. You got over here, you got all my platinum albums, from when I was a singer and that, and just over there in the middle, I've got, I've got a couple of Oscars there, I think. That one, they're all right. Oh, bloody hell. Just over there on the right, trying to keep all my beans, I like the odd tin of bloody beans, And other than that, that's my shed anyway. Thanks for it. I'll have to go. I'll see you later, Neil. Thanks very much. Bye.
Hello. Hi there, Neil. It's your good friend here, Lionel Richie. I'm going to show you around my shed. I like to sit in my shed and drink tea along with my favourite biscuits, the old Lionel Rich tea biscuits. If you take a look over the back of my shed there, we've got the mold that was used, the clay model for the famous video from Hello. Anyway, Neil, thank you for coming to have a look around my lovely shed, and goodbye. Thank you for coming to my shed. Hello, Neil. Rod Hull here. I'm just here with me good friend Emu. I'm going to tell bloody thing. Get it. I'm going to show you around my shed here. It's all the fucking thing. Get up. Stupid thing. And at the back there, you've got and in the corner, you can see that. Anyway, Neil, I hope you've liked looking at my shed, and my favourite part of the shed, as you can see over there. Get it, bloody emu thing, get it. Thanks very much, Neil. I'll have to go. See you later. You bloody emu. And that was Celebrity Show Us Your Shed. Ooh, it's a bit of a fancy new angle here in Neil's shed. I've set it up a little bit different so we can have a look at this properly. So, how are we going to turn this into a Neil shed? Now, being sign. I've been pondering, I've been wondering how I'm going to do it. So I've taken the actual blade out of it because I don't fancy that hanging above my head as I come into the shed. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. So, and then I've taken, well, I'm gonna keep this in, but I might try and secure it with a bit of wood glue or something like that. Now, I haven't really got any carpentry tools. Like, I've got a chisel, I've got a Stanley knife. So how am I gonna put Neil's shed on here? Now, one thought that I've had, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll give it a go anyway, is to use a soldering iron and use the heat from the soldering iron to try and burn my name into it. Then I had a little think, how am I going to solder it? So then I thought, am I going to sand it, then put Neil's shed on it, and then varnish it? And I thought, well, it's going to lose a bit of the look, isn't it? But if I'm going to burn my name into it, maybe I am better sanding it. So, good night, Fiona. So, I'm going to try and sand it down on. I think I'm just going to do that, the face that I'm going to hang it up, just so to see what it looks like. It's getting warm in here. So I've had a bit of a dilemma now, how to hang the sign. Do I put it like that? Do I put it like that? Well, it's not really going to go like that. And then I can only write Neil's shed there. So I think I'm going to go with that there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sand one face off, and then I'm going to use the soldering iron to try and put some kind of Neil shed type design on it, and then hang it above the door. I'm going to sand the face off with this, which was given to me a couple of weeks ago by Auntie Irene, again when she was cleaning out the shed. So this would have been my Uncle Ken's. So, and the box is still pretty decent, I don't know, and it looks like a really good sander. So I'm going to sand one of the faces off with this, and then I'm going to put my design on it and then varnish over it. So I've just let you into my little thought process then behind how I'm going to hang the sign or how I'm going to do it. So this face, that's going to need sanding, so I'll crack on with that. So I've sanded that off now. It looks pretty like light and clear, so I can try and decide what I'm going to put on it now. I hope this soldering iron thing's going to work. So I was thinking about trying to do all metallic Neil's shed, but I'm not very good at that, so it's going to probably look awful. So I'll go back to what I know best. I'll get myself my little ruler, little steel rule. I'll get that out in a minute, and a pen, and I'll just do it quite square and straight and see how that looks and works out. By the way, I just noticed this the other day when I come here. There's another tool I've got. So I'm going to do it all. I think it used to be it was a B&Q. Do it all. I'm going to do it all DIY. There you go. So that's that. Right, let's get this marked out then. Where's my steel rule? There's no exact science in Neil's shed. It's probably not gonna fit. Well, you've been watching that, so here you go. Put Neil's Shed on it. Now, like I say, I was just making it up as I go along as per usual. So I was going to go for the soldering iron and try and burn it in. Should we have a look at that? And if it doesn't, probably jump in. Should we have a look at that? And if it doesn't work, I'll just paint it. We're going to lose some light now because I'm going to have to plug my soldering iron in. Darkness. Nah, it doesn't get hot enough to make an impact on the wood, or so it looks like paint. So some of you may know, some of you may not, that Monica does a little bit of furniture restoration herself. So I've got her little box which is on the shelf in my shed, so it's in my shed, so technically I can use whatever's in here. There's stuff like furnish and wax which might come in useful for this job. All little different colours and things like that. Metallic gold. Maybe we could put that on the sign. We'll keep that one in mind. What's this one? Mocky, no, it'll be too dark that. Chalky. Teal topaz, nah. But there's not much black there. Might be enough for this, but I don't want to run out halfway through painting the sign. What else have we got? Cinnamon. Pink. Silver glitter paint, maybe. A little bit cheeky. Dark. Dark might be the one. Just say what that is. What else we got? Some gloss varnish, loads of varnish, so I can varnish it when it's finished. Ochra Dreams, maybe not. And some gloss. And so I think it's going to be a toss between, oh no, it's wax that, so that's that one. Metallic gold, why not? Just depends what it's like though. We'll have to open up and see what it's like inside. Multi-purpose steel rule. I think this is older than me. Well, that looks alright. So let's go with gold. Why not? Better view. So I've just nipped into the house and robbed one of the kids' paintbrushes. Oh, that's. So I just need to give this paint a little stir. Tell you what we can use. Big screwdriver. Who's never used a big screwdriver to stir paint with? Looking good. I just realised it's upside down there. You probably noticed that I'm noticing it's not going right up to the lines and the marks and things like that. So what I'm probably going to do is wait for it to dry and then I'm going to go around it with a black marker. I've just thought of that then. And see how that looks. Still got a fair bit to go. So I like that. So that's that done. Looks alright, doesn't it? So like I said before, I'm probably going to go round to all the letters with a black marker and then I'm going to varnish it and mount it. And as it's 5:15 on a Sunday night, I ain't waiting for that to dry to go around it with a black marker and then varnish it and then mount it tonight. So check out my Facebook page and I will post an update on there of how it looks. when it's up. So I'm filming this bit now before I've even done the playing or anything like that, so I don't know where it's gone, but I hope you've enjoyed episode 10 of Neil's Shed. Don't forget to like my new little Facebook group that I've made. If you want to still like the Neil's Shed business page. I also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got like 87, something like that, people who've liked the new Facebook group, but only 56 subscribers on YouTube. Don't forget to comment, let me know how you feel, and you can use the Facebook group as well, you know, if you want to like put a little post on or anything like that, so feel free to do that. And that was episode 10 of Neil's Shed. See you next time. Bye bye. Shed.